Back to Jamie's Mod Railway. And this is episode 2 of building a 2x4 foot engage board. Or layout, if you want to call it. What have we done? In episode 1, this was already done. We did do this bit or something, didn't we? Something like that. I'd done this bit off camera. That little bit. And we did also do this and all of this off camera because it was just a lot easier that way. Now, I did also freak out. Now, yes, this is used paper, because you can see you'll see like drawings and that on them. But anyway, but I mean that does look really, really cool, especially once I've finished like this side, this one over like there. God's sake. Yeah, once I finish this bit here, that would look really cool, I reckon. But obviously I do have to be careful because obviously you've got to decide what comes off here. But I was going to have that curving with a track, so I could fit my class 66 and 6 wagons plus a brake van on the end. But I'll just do whatever I can fit in here for now. So that would be pretty cool. So, but anyway, in this episode, what we're going to be doing is, don't have the houses yet, but when I come to build them, it's going to look like this. Now, normally with the Metcalfe built houses, they normally have a bit going off here with little gardens, but I'm going to do mine differently. I could build them like this, but get rid of the backs and stick them about there, 1, 2, and 3. But today, I'm just doing the paths across here, for now anyway, or at least up to here. So, up to there with little curves and that. There'll be a path going all the way down here as well. What else? There'll also be like a crossing here, I think. Yeah, a crossing. So, yeah, and then after when we've done that, we can do the road. So, yeah. And with that, we also need to make a cutout bit here. I forgot that my road comes across here, and that ain't gonna work. So we have to cut a little section here. I'm thinking to make a tunnel. That's what I'm thinking. But because obviously we can make that higher if you need to, or if you curve it like that comes off here, we can make a tunnel here. So yeah, but I'll probably stop about here in this episode to do all the distance up to here, and hopefully in the next episode we should have the top bit sorted out, or at least the baseboard for the top section, and that'll be you guys will see that in episode 5. So we've got episode 3 and 4 to go. Will be the bottom. Episode 5 we'll be doing the tops, or doing the top and stuff at the top. And then after we've done whatever's going to be happening at the top, we'll move back down to the bottom, finishing these bits. Well, that'll probably be in episode 5, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. Anyway, let's move on to here, and let's go from there, shall we? Now, obviously in this right here, there'll be another one to cover up these sidings, but yeah, we haven't quite done that yet, so that's why that hasn't been done. But you know, still work in progress. Let's move the cars and everything else out of the way. For now, let's move you guys to over here. Move our class 91 out of the way. I think is that a 92? Is it 91 or 92? Please let me know in the comments. But anyway, now this is the stuff I've been making my paths out of. So that's what we're going to be using today. As well. So let's move some of our retaining walls out the way. Yeah. Right, now let's cut this into strips, shall we? No, I mean, it doesn't have to be straight, but you have to get kind of straight. So, especially if they're going in front of the houses, so we want that to happen, don't we? So something like that. So we've got the path here, and you've got a little bit there to separate the fence or the driveway. Same on this side, and we do like start this side really quick. Now, because the path just ends there, I'm just not going to continue it. I'm just going to do like something like that, I think. No, normally you would never have a house this close to a railway line, but you know, desperate times, yeah, desperate times call desperate measures. That's how the saying goes. Anyway, now obviously with this crossing, we also have a different gate. So, but yeah, I think I probably won't stick that down, but I'm probably going to start the scenics from like here, I reckon. Or at least do this bit or down here, just because I don't know where this is gonna go, but at the same time I don't want to start the scenics on that side yet until I've got this in place and got the hill here. He's got the hill there up to there, well to there at least. So I don't want to do that yet. So I'll wait to do the crossing until I've done the upper bit, or at least put these in. Until I put these in place. So, but what we can do is we stick these down because we know where these are going to go. We just have to make sure this doesn't do what I think it's going to do. I think that there is enough room. Sadly, you have to make sure there's enough room for at least a car to fit. Well, if you don't believe me, here's a truck fitting in that gap. There is going to be a path there, so don't worry about that. I think what I'm going to do is I might buy a one of them platform things, what goes over the platform. Don't know why I'm doing this, but a platform footbridge to go from there to over here, to go over instead of going in the tunnel with the cars. Why not have it go over onto the hill and join back up with the road over there if the world continued? But you know, I think that would look pretty good. But yeah, we can glue this one in place. That's good. That's good. That's good. I want this to look like the path dips down, comes back up, dips back up. You know, you know what it looks like. What else we've got? This bit to do here, so I think that's what we're gonna do next. Wow. There we go. Double check that fits, and it does. So that means we can glue that in place. I know you guys can't see, I'm sorry. There we go. Now that's in place, we can cut this straight again. There we go. That could sit about there then, can't it? Mark out where that used to stop. Right about there. Then we need to cut this. Perfect. Now, depending where this is going to sit next, determines where this is going to go. But that doesn't matter, so. So what I'm just going to do is just going to dot that right about there. Because I want this to look like it's abandoned, hasn't been used in ages, you know. Dumped like that. So, yeah, looking good. Now he's got the bit up here to do now. Now how are we going to do that? Because the boot goes like that. I think first what I'm going to do is do the throughout the crossing. Yes. Sorry about that, guys. You know what, yeah, sometimes I forget that. Like, I know that I'm recording, but sometimes I forget to point the camera to where I'm working. Sorry. So yeah, that's gonna go like right there. So that's gonna look really good. Oh, shit. Nope. Saved it. Ooh. Now I have to blur that swearing out. Wow. Great. Not like this is not like no kids should be watching this. I mean, all my paths are going to be painted anyway, so they should look a lot better once they're painted. I'm hoping, anyway. I'm hoping. Put my can on there. I should weigh that down. Right. Let's work right with that, shall we? Right, where's my pen? You guys do have to come back a second. Right, we also want that to continue that way. We want that, so we want this is the size to give you the path. So if we cut that to continue. So yeah. Look at this. I know, I just realised I'm destroying this, but it's going to be covered anyway, so who cares? I'm joking. Right, now we got this sorted. Let's go back to over here. That means that bit's all. Fuck. Hang on guys, just making some modifications to this bit of card. Perfect. That's not the smoothest line, but it will do for now, at least. There we go. So if we put that there like that, that was me to so to work out that bit. Perfect. Let me see if I can find all that card. What a coincidence! Found loads. Whoa. Look, this is the stuff I use. Off cuts of the card things I've been using pretty much. Which is really good actually. So reusing recycling, reusing, and yeah. So instead of it going in the bin, I'm going to be using it on this layout. Right, now we've got a bit right here. I do think my carrots are a bit too big on this layout, especially one near the petrol station. I mean, I can't cut them any thinner without them breaking, so. And then that looks going to be. Oh yeah, we need to cut some of that out and put a part crossing there, don't we? Yeah. Anyway, that looks pretty good. Let's cut out another one. We'll be needing that to make sure that. I'll be back once I finish this. So, we have done all of the pavement, all of it at least up to there and there. We will obviously continue that one further once we've got this and the other one in place, and we'll finish the road. But for now, we're just going to do the road from here to the different garden while we're at it. And also do update there, same as there. So let's get some. So let's get our little tub. Let me fill it up first. Let me get my PVA glue. Let's start doing it, shall we? Oh. Oh. So we just put. Make sure there's nothing there first. Just about there. Make a little glue spreader quickly. We should have done first, but we didn't, so. I can't remember if I did mention it in episode 1, but our paths will obviously paint because I don't like what they look like right now. So we will obviously paint that later. Well, we shall paint it first, but I don't have the paint for it yet, so we do it after. Right. Don't know how long it's been quiet for. But we'll see. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Brush it off the curb, or off, at least off the. He's got the front garden to do. We fixed, like when we got the other bit in place, we can obviously go over it if we need to. Now just adding the road. Right, now we just need to clear the path. Make sure there's none of this stuff on. Same as the curbs. Smooth out if there's any lumps. Make sure there's nothing what isn't road on here. We don't check. Oh. Now you have to try and protect the house. Now we just add the glue. Was one part water and one part glue. No. I should know, yes. I might have added a little bit too much in that corner. So, there you go. And if you ever want to, you can always sprinkle some more over the top. Like that. Not yet.